Mad Max is in the building. Mad Max Productions, Coney Island. You already know what it is. New York. We in here. Lefrak City, Queens' own. Right here next to me, Loko Warbucks. We locked into St. John's, the college age. Queens, New York, one of the best up-and-coming MCs in the game. Tri-State area. You already know what it is. Loko Warbucks is in the building. How you doing, brother?
Always good, baby. Always good.
How does it feel to be back out here, Coney Island? 35 stops today. He's a New Yorker.
35.
Before we get right into the music, let's do it quick.
It was really 40 stops because I got to get off the local to the express, but it's okay.
Why don't you like Coney Island? Let me ask you.
New York. I'd rather be anywhere else. We could have did this in Lefrak. We could have did this in Connecticut. Well, not Connecticut. I ain't gonna lie. We could have did this in Lefrak. But for you, I come out to Coney Island. We come out. We do what we do for TV. You know what I mean? Each and every time, 24/7 to 5 to the 2. You know what I mean? That's why I came out to Coney Island.
And I appreciate
this. Don't mean nothing. This is what we here for.
Oh, I appreciate you, my bro. And we're in front of your greatest of all time right there, Jay-Z, Rock Nation. You already know what it is. But Door to the Floor just came out recently on all platforms. So get into that track and just the story behind it. And we're going to get into your other records. But that's your most recent drop. So get into the story behind that record.
Most recent record, you know, every song don't really have a story. But I guess the background behind it is it's the summertime. It's time to have fun. I dropped a song about March, April. You know, the thing now is the sexy drill, right? You know, I don't talk about killing people. I don't talk about my dead ops. You know, I don't have those things, right? So the record is just having a good time. You know me, I'm a lover of the ladies, and the ladies love me. So it's another one of them examples of, you know, me just putting my best foot forward to let you know I'm talking that talk and spinning that game. So that's what we would do to the floor original. If you listen to the lyrics, you gotta listen to it, because right now I don't know a single word to the song, but that's just me, right? It's just a good high energy song. It's a good song for you to ride around to with the ladies, a good song to party to, and that's just really what it is. It's not as introspective as my other songs. When you listen to it, you know it's still me. You know it's still got that LO sauce, you know what I mean? And that's Door to the Floor.
Pastor Rock. That was another recent record that you dropped. You got Felipe Lopez, you got the jersey on there with him passing the rock on the cover of that single. You were going to perform at the spring concert at St. John's before COVID happened. You know, COVID was a really detrimental moment for you because you had Second and None coming out and it kind of stopped the momentum that you had going on. So what did you learn during this period now after COVID? Because it's still going on out here, but what did you learn during that period because you were really about to blow up? What are you taking away now that that time has passed to regain that momentum to finally get that big break that you need?
Just that everything happens for a reason, you know. Of course, the pandemic was a hard thing to go through, knowing what I had on the table. You know, you and me talk all the time with the things I had on the table, but that was 4 years ago. Am I still gonna be mad about that, or I gotta move on? If you broke up with your ex 3 years ago, you still gonna be mad about it today? You're not gonna be mad about it today. You're gonna have to just keep it moving on, keep it pushing, right?
Toxic.
So for me, it's like, you know, yeah, it happened. Yeah, I wish I would have been able to see it with the trajectory. A lot of money left on the table, but as much money was left on the table, I made that 10 times over since the 4 years ago, right? I made 10 times better songs than from that time ago. I got another album coming out soon from that album that to me is better than that. So, you know, you can't dwell on the past. You know, it happened, move forward. Pass the Rock is an example of that, right? I don't think with a record like Pass the Rock, I was rapping like that then. I think I was still getting into the fun bag. I was still getting into the not so everything must be lyrical miracle bag, and I think I put my best foot forward doing that. And Pass the Rock is just another example of it. Pass the Rock is a heavy lyrical song, but it's the vibe is so ill, the sample is so raw. You too busy dancing to it to even realize, oh snap, he is kind of talking that talk, right? They played the song somewhere that the other day, you know, they put it on the aux, whatever, and everybody is so hey that they're not even catching, you know, what I'm doing, and that's intentional. You know, I do want to give you that sauce. I also giving you that source. So that's Pass the Rock. That's what the experience has been over the last couple of years. So we doing.
Pass the Rock, we're taking it back to that record because you went to St. John's. I talk about it all the time, St. John's, special cool school, Queens, New York. You both went there. What did you take away from your time at St. John's, education-wise, that you're able to apply to your career today as a musician?
Nothing. But that's I didn't go to school for education, right? I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I went to school. That's family, that's whatever, right? But my purpose of going whether it be St. John's or anywhere, because I didn't want to go to St. I went to go to school in the DMV. Me and my man was talking about DMV. But I want to go to school in the DMV because I knew I could be away from home and get popping. I knew I was gonna get popping here regardless because I'm 18 years old in my own city. I'm going to the clubs. I'm doing what I do. Y'all the ones, not y'all, but y'all the ones I gotta go find y'all in a little campus. I'm from here, so I get to really move around how I want to move around. So it wasn't about education, it was more so just gaining another base. St. John's is 20,000 people, right? I pulled at least 2,000. So that's what I went to school for. Not the other stuff is cool too. But gaining the fan base, gaining the people that's gonna rock with you beyond your 4 years there, gaining the stability to know that if you drop, there's gonna be a whole list of the people that's gonna rock with you, and then their people when they go back home, right? So if I meet somebody from Boston, and I don't know nobody in Boston, but I know you, and you take it back home with 5 people love me from Boston, now that's 6 people that I just gained. You know what I mean? That's what I took from it. I guess that's accounting to something. I don't know.
The album, you're working on the album. You talked about that already. So what's something that you can update the people, the fans, on the new Loko Warbucks album?
We're slated for October. That is homecoming season down south. I think everywhere, but down south, really, all the HBCUs. I plan to be in North Carolina when it drops, and I was out there last year, and I saw the reception to me, right? Because I got family out there. So a lot of the people, I don't really know nobody on the campuses and whatnot, and those who graduated, alumni and all that. But, we all at the B&B, we might be about 100 deep, and they playing my records. They're like, yo, you got something, you got some sauce. So I said, okay, I'm more established there now. Let me put the album out. Let me work it in the streets of North Carolina. I still got my New York connect. I still got my DMV connect, but I want to be somewhere where the music's going to be felt and carried over when I leave. So we're looking at October, late October. We're looking at about 14 songs as usual. We don't want to bore nobody to death. We're looking at a high energy album, high frequency. A lot of it's what you've been hearing from the last 2 singles. A lot of that sound, a lot of that new age sound, a lot of that. When we talk samples, it's still a new age sound, but going back to like that, everybody's real Y2K now. It ain't that, but we're pulling a lot of those sounds, bringing them here. Past the rock is lean with a rock with it. I probably shouldn't say that because whatever, but it's lean with a rock with it, right? If you got ears, you can tell. Lean with a rock with it, that was a high energy, high frequency song. So what did I do? I bought it, made it sound like it was today, and just did put my thing on it. So that's really what the album sounds like. A lot of old flavor being made new, a lot of original sounds. I got a Stevie Wonder sample on this joint. Fire, right? I probably shouldn't say that. I got a funny story for you. The Moolah's off camera, but I got a funny story for you about that, right? But I got a Stevie Wonder sample. I got if everything goes right, I got a Mary sample from what's 401? Yeah,
the remix.
401. No, I'm saying from that album. From that album, right? Like I got samples that when you hear it, you can put yourself in the younger you, but then you like, oh snap, Loko took it somewhere else. So that's what the album really sounds like when you press play on it when it comes to fruition.
My guy's also a fashion influencer, Emmanuel Quickly, wearing one of these shirts, Spark Boyz.
Well, not these. This is a Spark Boyz right here. This is a Spark Boyz.
This is Spark Boyz. Well, you got your own clothing line.
Yeah,
I want to get into that clothing line that you got because he was wearing the Nas T-shirt that you got. You got the Master P, the Mariah Carey, the senior doing the thing. Shout out to all the Spark Boyz. Yeah. So talk about what you got up and coming with the clothing line.
Clothing line, we just dropped a line of hoodies. It's a Raceway patch hoodie. It's 80 degrees in New York, so I wasn't gonna wear that to promo it. But fire hoodies, fire tees, fire beanies, fire hats. It's summertime, so more tees is coming out. Anything you expect from a fire clothing brand, we got it. And vintage, so.
What's next on the way before the album that the people can look forward to?
Another single. I'm waiting for him to hurry up and do what he got to do. Is it a sample? I don't think so. I don't remember right now. It is a sample. Keep Sweat Nobody. Keep Sweat Nobody. Fire joint. They can expect that hopefully within the next 2 weeks when it comes back from overseas to let me know that the record is done.
You gotta do another one for a sample. You gotta do Twisted.
Nah, I'm not doing Twisted. If I'm doing, I can't. You gotta bounce around. We might come back to that in like 10 years.
We gotta go back to the GOAT. You already know who the GOAT is. But we're out here.
We're not
you already know that. You gotta let them know where they can follow you on Instagram, Twitter. Let everyone know where they can follow you at. All the fans.
I'm in Twitter jail right now. Right now, free Loko Warbucks on Twitter is happening. I'm talking to the Attorney General as we speak. Loko Warbucks on Instagram with a dot in between the Loko and the Warbucks because I was in jail for that too. What other app? I was in Snapchat jail, but they freed me. I don't care about Snapchat. We don't do Snapchat. But music, Loko Warbucks, Loko with a K, everything spelled correctly. I went to college for something, I guess. So we out of here. That's me. Is that me? That's all the apps that y'all, right?
That's you.
Yeah. Loko Warbucks, baby. That's me.
Mad Max. We out. Freestyle coming soon. Stay tuned. Peace.